Hi Leo, happy October. I'm going to shuffle just a little bit. We had a jumper, and I'm going to take it. Okay. 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 The jumper we had, guys, for it was the Page of Swords. He was the jumper, and he basically is ready for anything. He's just ready to go. So we'll keep him there. The overall theme is the Lover's card, and that is actually, it is a love card, but it's also a choice card. What I like about this card is when this card shows up, what a lot of people don't even reference during the reading on this, because it is a love card. That's all they're really interested in. This is a blessing card. Your relationship, or whatever this card is surrounding, is divinely blessed at this time. So it's a double word scorecard. It's about making good choices. It's about a love relationship. If it is about a love relationship, it's not about a new love relationship. This is about a relationship, not someone new. This is someone that you've had a relationship with, an established relationship, love relationship. These choices too are about how you choose to live your life, the people you choose to have in your life. Maybe you were not in a relationship for a while because you were just making choices that weren't serving you, so you just decided to just stop for a bit. But now you're in a place that says that you're making wise choices for yourself. So if you're thinking about getting back into the dating arena, do it. You know who you are now, and you know the mistakes that you've made, so that won't happen again. What you need to embrace, what you need to be aware of right now is the Knight of Wands. And let's go back to this card, and let me reiterate the choices in this card, and the good ones that you make for yourself, because the Knight of Wands, to me, he's driven by passion. If it's someone that you need to make an alliance with, that's wonderful. This is not someone, ladies or man, that you want to date. This is your typical bad boy. He's your, the chew and screw kind of guy. He's not going to stick around. He'll stick around until something else catches his attention, and then he's out of the gate. This is someone who's very charismatic, not easily forgotten. He's someone that you could absolutely fall in love with instantly. But I'm telling you right now, ladies, or man, be mindful and make wise choices. So there you have it. What you need to embrace is the Empress. Oops, there we go. She's about moderation, balance. Choices are good. Choices are balanced choices, right? Yeah, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on that. But she's a wonderful card. I love her because she is, you know what to balance in your life. Excess in any regard is not good, ladies. Okay, we've all been there. Okay, now what you need to be aware of is the Five of Cups. He's the grief. He's about grief. He's about having regret over something, a past relationship. Something didn't pan out the way that you planned it to, but I call this my blessing in disguise card because it needed to clear away to make room for something more. The card, you've got 2 cups right here. I don't know if you can see that. 2 cups behind the 3 that have fallen over. The 2 of Cups is about a relationship. It's about a love relationship. And to me, that card means more about a love relationship than the Lover's card. And again, that it's a good guy. It's someone that you can count on. It's a karmic connection. So that's the good choice that you made. Not this one. He's someone that can help you. Don't get me wrong. The Knight of Wands does have, he's a, if you're going into battle or if you need someone on your side, he's definitely the person for that. He's just not someone that you want to get into an emotional relationship with. I cannot stress that enough. But this grief card, I don't mean to subside this. It is a, when we, when grief comes into our lives and we're upset about something, we need to give it its due. Feel the pain and acknowledge it and then find a place for it and move on. In the position that it's in the what you need to be aware of is to not get stuck here, to recognize it, for what it was. It just didn't work out. If it was meant to work out, it would have, but it didn't. It honestly must have needed to clear the way for the 2 of Cups to come in, and you may not see it yet. So just acknowledge it and put it to rest, because in the where you need to go from here card is the World card. That is a completion and a start of a new. So I mean, I'm gonna say here with these cards, something is leaving. Something is not balanced. Something just needs to be cleared away. And I think that this jumped out for a reason. You are ready for anything. You're ready for a new, and you're clearing the way for that. And the World card, I think it could also be a travel card. You could be going somewhere. It could be a new location for you. Let's see what the oracles have to say. I'm going to say again, this is about a relationship. You've got the strategy card in the overall, and that's about planning. That's about having a plan, making good choices, having a plan, balancing it, getting rid of what no longer serves you to make room for what does. And you do, because in the outcome card, you had the World card. You completed a cycle. That's not a little thing. That's a life cycle. You're in a totally different place now, or headed there very, very shortly in October. You've got Archangel Shamuel, and what he is energy in a focused direction. It's movement towards something in a positive direction. And that, again, like I said, is probably why we had to clear some stuff here. That's never a pleasant card at the time, but I think in hindsight we all realize that it was. We all get there. This is about having excitement in all that you do. Um, you're surrounded right now by tons of help. The universe is so willing to help you. If you make just one step towards where you want to go, the universe is going to caboose you and give you, your life will change in the blink of an eye. And I'm not kidding. I've seen it happen again and again and again. Um, it's about keeping your focus. You're being called, this is something that is not new to you. This is something that you may have, um, again, it's a, about choices, about letting go of things, about balance. Because this card, I'm just getting a feeling that this is something that you have suppressed for a bit, and it's just not something you can do anymore. It's just something that you need to act on right now. And I think that could be why the strategy is there, the strategy card, and about good choices. And the Knight of Wands, he's about what I said, but as far as movement goes, it's about your passion. He's driven by passion. And I think a life without passion, we need to be passionate about something, or it's just not gonna, we're not gonna, what kind of life is that? Passion should drive us. And you've got in the what to embrace area, you've got the happiness card. To me, this is like the 10 of Cups. It's your cup runneth over. You have a happy family life. Everything that you've been working on is now in a joyous spot. It's like the calm after the storm, with the rainbow. It's the pot of gold. And you've gotten there because of the choices that you are now making, and because your life is balanced. And I really think that plays a part too. And I mean, it kitty cornered the World card. I can't reiterate how well these cards work together. In the what you need to be aware of, cautious of, is we have the Strength card. That is about passion, lust for life. It's about where is my balance card? It's about the Temperance, which is all about balance. The Strength card is about balancing your inner and outer emotions, and again, stepping into who you are. And you've got that all around you. You're making solid choices right now in relationships and in life in general. You're cutting through things that are no longer serving you. You do have your oomph back. You've got you know what you want to do. You want something that fills and inflames you now, and that's what the Strength card is all about. Embrace the change. Step out of your box, and you'll get that. Where you need to go from here is, this is the Hostility card. When we make major changes in our lives, we come up against resistance, and it's not always a person's intention to do that, but when they see you growing, they just get a little envious themselves that their life isn't where they want it to be. So instead of being supportive, they come at you with a little hostility. Well, you can't do this. How do you think you're going to make that work? Be aware of that. Be aware of that, because you can make it work. Just bear in mind that it's not personal. Don't take it personal. Don't get knocked down. Keep your course where you're going. It's just, like I said, tarot readings, I find, they really do have universal energies. Our answers are in here. This is like our GPS for life. And when we know that, we're going to come up against things like this, I look at that as, forewarned is forearmed. Let people come at you with aggression, but don't let them be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Just know that where they're coming from is a bad spot, but it doesn't mean that you need to put up with it. You know, you absolutely um, don't let people steamroll over your boundaries. You know, that along goes with the lovers and the choices cards. When we really, really respect ourselves and we don't get here if our cups haven't runneth over and we realize that our true happiness comes from knowing who we are, comes from, you know, loving ourselves and all of that. We don't get there by um, by letting people steamroll over our boundaries. We, you know, just say, time out. This is not working for me. Go take it somewhere else, sister. You know. So what I see in this reading overall is I see great change. I see that I honestly, ladies, I'm so sorry, but I see that this is a test of your choices. The universe is going to put you in a great position right now to open your heart to be receptive. Um, but when that happens, it also needs to make sure that you're ready. So it'll throw little tests at you. So just keep your eyes open um, for something that might not be to your greater good. Um, because something greater is coming, and it's a karmic love, it's a soulmate love. And after this grief clears out, you're going to see that, and you're going to be so happy that you took a step back to regroup. Um, I've got major growth here. Like, you've made the growth, now you're in the receptive phase of this. This is all, um, I'm going to say, the last maybe since January. This is not something new. This is something that you've been working your butt off towards. You realized that the life you were living and the choices that you were making were not serving you well. And that's been a lot of groundwork for you. And you're at the receiving end now. You're at the, you know, you've made it end, the world. You're at the end of this phase of your life and you're starting anew. And like I said, these aren't little changes. These are, you know, like the wheel of fortune change. It's once it changes, it doesn't go back. And these are the things, the lessons that sustain us for our life. They're not little things that we learn along the way and they're serving us for now. These are life. You've learned certain things about yourself and they sustain you for life. And they also accompany wonderful gifts. And I see this being a very, you know, a very great time for you. A very happy time. You're very strong. You have made it through a lot of things and you have come out ahead. And I'm really not worried about this hostility card. I don't think, granted, it's standing right next to the strength card. I don't think you're going to have a problem with that. It's just more of a warning to not let people trample your boundaries. Because what happens, again, when we do that is the universe will send us more. They'll say, okay, they don't mind this. They must like this. We're just going to send them more. Don't do that. For anything, it's more worth it for you to just, you know, keep your boundaries up. Don't let people trample over you. Okay, Leo, I hope you have a great October, and I hope that I helped you in some way. Thank you.